You probably can't tell from the video, but my fingertips are pretty dry. But after I run them through this doll's hair a few times, they now have a shine to them. I'm going to try some things to get rid of the oily residue applied by the manufacturer. First attempt will be with regular dish detergent. I will not be trying shampoo and conditioner because mine come with various oils in them anyway. But I will be giving baking soda and vinegar a try. I don't put any water on the hair first, I just slop the detergent on it. I smoosh it in real good and then comb it through. I left the detergent in for 15 minutes before rinsing it out in cold water. My dryer has a cold setting, so I'll use that to speed this up. The hair is completely dry, but still looks wet. It also still feels oily. That didn't work, so on to the next thing. I'll be using a small bowl, the doll, of course, baking soda, and vinegar. Spread the baking soda evenly throughout the hair. Next, prop or position the doll so her head will rest in the bowl. I put the vinegar in a smaller cup just to make it easier to pour. Put in enough vinegar to reach her hairline, but don't let it cover her face. Let the hair stay in the solution until it stops fizzing, which might take 3 to 5 minutes. Press the hair into the liquid to make sure it gets all the strands. Unless you're used to touching vinegar and baking soda, you should wear gloves to do this, or you'll feel a burning sensation on your tips. Once it stops fizzing, rinse the hair out in cold water. It still looks wet once it's dry, and it still has an oily feel to it, but not as oily as when I started. I want to try one more thing. Boiling water. Stove on high. Pot of water. Comb doll's hair so it's hanging upside down. Let water come to a full boil and then turn stove off. Once it stops boiling and is just simmering, it's ready. Submerge the hair into the water up to the hairline and don't let the water go over her face or let her body touch the edge of the pot. Count to 10 and pull her out. My camera was at a bad angle, but you should have seen the amount of oil that spread into the water. Maybe 3 fresh dips into hot water would have done the trick, but I think I've done enough to this poor doll. Compared to a normal hair doll, you can see that because of the still existing residue, the test doll's hair dries in clumps while the other doll has singular flowing strands. And when you comb them, the test doll's hair retains the spacing of the comb. But the other doll's hair will just flow back in on itself. Final thoughts. Dish detergent did nothing. Baking soda and vinegar had some effect, but not much. The boiling water did have an immediate impact, but I think you'd have to dip it multiple times to see a significant reduction in oil.